Welcome to Radio Express World News, presented by Vibha Ramesh, Los Angeles, United States. On Monday, President Trump announced that he will resume the daily coronavirus briefings that he had paused in April. With the hike in daily infections and deaths, he believes that the briefings will keep the public informed about the current status of the crisis rather than pose a threat. His first briefing since April is scheduled for Tuesday at 5 p.m. He said, "It's a great way to get information out to the public as to where we are with the vaccines and with the therapeutics." In Florida, the teachers' union has sued Governor Ron DeSantis for urging schools to reopen with 100% in-person instruction. Considering the growing rapid surge of the virus, California and parts of Texas have already concluded not to conduct in-person classes. However, DeSantis was doing things differently. According to the American Federation of Teachers and the Florida Education Association, such a decision by the administration was violating a Florida law that mandates schools be safe and secure. On Monday, Florida recorded 5,000 deaths and 10,347 new infections of COVID-19. More evidence on Florida being one of the hard-hit states is seen as one of the biggest retirement communities in the state recorded at least 29 COVID-19 positive cases. More on the pandemic in other states, Minnesota reported 900 new cases and the first virus-related death of a child less than 5 years old. Beginning Friday, Chicago will be observing tighter restrictions that include no serving of alcohol in indoor bars, salons and spas that require removing of masks be banned, and limiting indoor fitness classes to 10. Gwinnett County Public Schools in Georgia will commence classes on August 12th with online-only instruction. Alaska registered a single one-day record of 137 new cases. The annual Marine Corps Marathon stands cancelled this year and might be replaced by a virtual marathon instead of the October race. In what might finally subdue the ferocity of coronavirus and help treat patients with COVID-19, two potential vaccines, one from Oxford University and the other from a Chinese company called CanSino, have triggered positive immune responses in hundreds of humans without threatening side effects. Although the efficacy of preventing the virus has not been proven yet, it does show positive signs of treating the virus. Apart from these two, a potential vaccine developed by American biotechnology company Moderna has also triggered immune responses in 45 people. The Oxford vaccine is already in phase 3 tests in Britain, Brazil and South Africa, while Moderna will start its third phase of testing with 30,000 participants next week. Another possible treatment discovered by a Britain-based biotechnology company, Synergen, that involves an inhaled version of a commonly used drug might reduce the chances of patients requiring intensive care. Moving on to news from India, the nation recorded its highest single-day total with at least 40,000 new cases on Monday. As the lifting of the nationwide lockdown instigated a surge in the number of infections, several states have reintroduced partial lockdowns. However, if the trend continues in the manner it is right now, India would become the worst-hit country in the world by the end of next year, according to researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Meanwhile, the deaths caused by the floods in Assam has climbed up to 85, with the situation grim and unchanged on Monday. Moreover, heavy rains in the catchment areas of Gandak in Bihar have impacted over 300,000 people. A brief look at the impact of the virus on businesses in some countries. For the first time in history, some beefeaters at the Tower of London will be losing their jobs. Beefeaters are the ceremonial guards or the yeoman warders of the Tower of London. The British charity that manages the castle announced that around 37 beefeaters will be placed in a voluntary separation program. The layoff has been initiated due to the loss of revenues from the attraction's closing. Monday recorded 73 new cases of coronavirus in Hong Kong, stripping its model image as the city known for controlling the virus. Despite a robust system in place, health officials are unable to pinpoint the origin of several cases. Meanwhile, a most visited discount department store in Paris is closing down for good as the pandemic deprived it of its customers. On the other hand, workers in Bali are returning to farming and fishing as tourist footfall on beaches have drastically declined. As the surge in the number of coronavirus cases continues, the demand for travel, especially this summer, is bleak. This has led to uncertainty in the jobs of airlines personnel. Therefore, several employees are extending their absence with no or partial pay, while some are signing up for buyouts and some others are planning early retirement. In effect, nearly 28% of the workforce in Southwest Airlines have chosen one of these options to secure their lives, as the future of the travel industry seems unpredictable at this point. Moreover, according to the terms of the federal aid to the extent of $25 billion, airline employees cannot be laid off until October 1st. To end today's report, 5 days of intense negotiation has resulted in a unanimous decision made by the leaders of the European Union on Thursday to uplift the sinking economy from the damages inflicted by the crisis. To this extent, a whopping 750 billion euros will be spent on various items to help revive the economy. A proportion of the funds will be donated as grants to member nations that are most impacted due to the pandemic. The project is spearheaded by Chancellor Angela Merkel of Germany and President Emmanuel Macron of France. With that, we come to the end of this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Please stay tuned for the next program on Radio Express. To receive Radio Express English news and English programs in your WhatsApp, please send a WhatsApp message, English programs, to 90727 95547, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel Radio Express. Thank you.